Peter Brower here with your June market update. Well, we have had a crazy month, of course, with the fires, and we're going to talk about the impact that they're having at the end of the video. But I want to start with where we are right now. We are seeing some really interesting statistics because your average home is selling around $605,000. Guess what? January of 2022, that was the same price. Now we have seen interest rates increase dramatically since that time, but we are literally seeing a general leveling off on pricing. Average market time is 21 days. Now that's a very deceptive stat that I'm going to dive in deeper in just a second. And the average sales to list ratio we are seeing at 101.7% of asking price. That is very stable. All of these graphs show a balanced marketplace, but let's take that deeper dive. That average 21 days on the market is very different in different market segments. Overall, we have 2 months worth of inventory on the market. That means if we didn't list another house, it would take 2 months to sell everything. But now let's look at houses under $600,000. Well, guess what? We have under a month's worth of inventory in that market. That's where the majority of the action is in this marketplace. We literally have 395 homes that sold last month in that price range. Now let's look at houses over $600,000. Well, guess what? We have 4.5 months worth of inventory in that category. That's a balanced marketplace. And we only sold 168 homes in that category last month. So what does that tell us? It tells us that the entry-level market is alive and well. It tells us that the higher end market is balanced. So sellers don't have the advantage anymore and buyers have more buying power. Really interesting. You don't see that in the news. You've only heard it here. Now, let's talk about the fire's impact. It's of course been an incredibly difficult time here, but what's going to happen over the next 2 or 3 weeks? It's a great question. Well, over the 25 years that I've been at this, when we've seen major events such as Hurricane Juan or 9/11 or Fiona, we have seen major market shifts for about 3 weeks in the impacted areas. So what we should expect in the Hammonds Plains area is the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, you're going to see fewer listings coming into the market, and that means that there are going to be fewer available homes there. Guess what's going to happen to its sister market, which is Fall River? Well, you're going to see people who were buying in Hammonds Plains, they are more likely to shift over to Fall River to buy a similar home in a similar neighborhood. Then, in probably July, we're going to start seeing homes come back into the market as things normalize there and people get back to their daily business. It's a very difficult thing to predict, but I can say the next 3 weeks, you're very unlikely to see a lot of new listings in the Hammonds Plains area. A couple of other things about the fire. It's impacted closings in that area because we have dealt with insurance issues where insurers are no longer writing new policies in the area. We are also seeing banks not wanting to close on properties because they don't have insurance and they're not sure that, unfortunately, those homes are still in the condition that they were supposed to be in when the offers were made on them. So it's obvious that Hammonds Plains is going to continue to have a very difficult time over the next weeks, months, and possibly even the next couple of years. Now, it's my neighborhood as well, and I am here to help you. And if you want to have a conversation about anything, whether it's the fire, the market, or just quite frankly, anything that's on your mind, myself and my team are here to guide you through whatever challenges you have.